Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Coming up, we get to the rules of the Continental Classic. Here are the rules of the Continental Classic. 20-minute time limit, 3 points, a win, 1 point withdraw. Everyone is banned from ringside. We get to the Continental Classic coming up here. Also, too, if we see the party's over between Mercedes Moné and Camille, it looks like the party is over. Seems to be a breakup in the minds of this group. And when Camille finally see the light, they see with their hands on Mercedes Moné. Speaking of someone want to get their hands on, Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole want to get their hands on this guy right here, MJF, who's been playing games with him. And MJF got some unique challenge that he's going to be in ring, and you won't believe what the hell Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole is going to do coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We're coming up here right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Stevie Dix here. Glad you join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect and our digital platforms as well. Don't forget, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here and hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get things crack-a-lacking and started with this man right here, the newest superstar AEW, Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley making an impact as well. Bobby Lashley, he is that, the almighty. Bobby Lashley wants to one thing about Bobby Lashley, he knows how to make an entrance and make a scene for himself, and Bobby Lashley had done so tonight. Well, his running buddy Shelton Benjamin was in action tonight. Shelton Benjamin was in action in the Continental Classic tournament, or to get a shot at the Continental Classic. Shelton Benjamin won his match tonight to help. He couldn't have nobody ringside with him. So Shelton Benjamin won tonight. I forgot who, but you know, hey. MVP and Lashley put everybody on notice that they're here. I like to say that the Hurt Business, once again, the Hurt Business, claiming that they want some gold in AEW. They had gold everywhere else. In TNA and WWE. Now they want gold in WWE and in AEW. The Hurt Business putting everybody on blast, on notice. You can tell Lashley wants to be world champion. Shelton Benjamin wants to be probably Continental champion. There's so many titles out there on AEW and stuff. Who knows? But Shelton and MVP, if he wants to go for a championship, he can, a manager championship. But they're probably looking for that fourth member to add to the Hurt Business. Hey guys, I'm available. I'm the same as Ricochet and you know who, but they're still searching. Well, Mark Briscoe decided to step on Bobby Lashley's toes, and Bobby Lashley looked like he was unfazed a little bit, unfazed for a minute. And Bobby Lashley going to be sitting, Mark Briscoe putting Bobby Lashley on brass. Mark Briscoe better watch out. Lashley is a former world champion in all promotions, WWE champion, TNA champion. Everywhere Lashley goes, he's going to make an impact, and he's going to do so as well. Lashley could not look and set his sights on Mark Briscoe. I think Lashley probably look at Mark Briscoe like a joke, and Mark Briscoe don't care. Mark Briscoe wants to get his hands on Lashley, but they're going to have to call in the reinforcements. Shelton Benjamin and stuff. Shelton Benjamin getting that upset win tonight. And Benjamin getting that win tonight. Getting him a point system. We told you this is how the Continental Classic works. Here are the rules of the tournament. It's going to be a round robin tournament, 20-minute time limit, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. Everyone is banned from ringside, so that's the major opponents. Lashley and MVP had to be banned from ringside. So, hey, we see that, and that could be a difference maker right there. So we'll see how that's going to go. But I'm going to keep an eye on this right here. Lashley and Mark Briscoe. Man, you can tell the tension's cut. Lashley looked like he was unfazed by Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe better watch his back, because Lashley could do some damage, some serious damage. Well, speaking of that, Could the party be over for Camille and Mercedes Monet? Well, Camille probably felt like she was being a fool and being act like, but it could be, and these two women could be at each other's odds coming soon. That's one thing about women like Gary the King Law you like to say. Like the king, like I said, women secretly hate each other. Some women do, some women don't. But you got to watch your back in always at all times. I think that's what's going on. Could we see Camille finally step up and finally put Mercedes Monet in her place and take her down a pedestal, a notch? That could be the arrogant superstar likes to be flashy and be dressy, but Mercedes Monet gonna have to watch out for Camille because Camille is a former women's champion in her own right in the NWA. And Camille was hired as a heavy muscle insurance policy for Mercedes Monet. Mercedes Monet better watch her back. I'll tell you that right now. But Camille, tension's line right there. Also, too, Chris Jericho was in action. He defended the Ring of Honor Championship against some dude, and Jericho getting more TV time than ever. Jericho better watch himself. I say that right now. And Jericho doing that maneuver instead of Chris Jericho won and retained his Ring of Honor Championship. Jericho looked like he needs to be back in shape or something. What's going on with Jericho? Hopefully, Jericho gets himself together. I hope. Pray to God that he does. Speaking of that, Max Caster getting abducted, held up by Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland telling Max Caster to mind your business. I think Max Caster doing how that was tonight. And I think Max Caster kind of realized that he better watch his back with Swerve. Swerve looked like he's a vengeful man after losing to Lashley this past week at Full Gear. Swerve looking to, and who knows the Max Caster? Max Caster wants to be in the Hurt Business. Who knows what's going on with that? We just have to wait and see. Well, we got this right here. Moxley, not Moxley, but Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole have been at odds against each other. And these two men want to get their hands on this man right here. MJF, at the MJF told both men that he refused to wrestle both of them. After Kyle O'Reilly got blamed by Adam Cole to attack Roger Strong, left him laying, and Roger Strong's not in the shape that he's in. Well, Roger Strong, maybe we haven't heard from him. Well, we know that MJF saying that you're going to have to take turns. MJF made an interesting call. He said that he's going to enter the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. What that means is MJF going to put himself back into the Battle Royal to issue and reclaim his ring that he likes to use and knock people out. MJF is going to enter that Battle Royal. Well, we found out too, these two men want to enter the Battle Royal as well. Adam Cole officially that he's going to enter the Dynamite Battle Royal as well as Kyle O'Reilly. Now things just really got interesting. Everybody wanted to get their hands on MJF. MJF a hot commodity amongst folks that want to beat him up. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly want to be the first two to do so. They'll have their chance if they can. We'll see. Well, speaking of that, Don Callis of the Callis family and Kyle Fletcher, we know Kyle Fletcher will be in the Dynamite, in not the Continental Classic, and he's saying he's going to be sending everyone that's in this match participating warning that he's going to win it. He's going to be the Continental Champion, and Don Callis saying that he's going to do the same with how he did with Omega and how he did with Will Ospreay. Now, Kyle Fletcher better watch your back with Don Callis. Don Callis looks like he's a scary, you know what. So you better watch your back with that. Well, Heyman Adam Page was in the ring, and Heyman got called out by Jay White. Jay White and Heyman may be unlikely friends. I know they're not going to have Thanksgiving dinner together tomorrow, but we can tell you this. The Death Riders came out of nowhere and attacked both Heyman Page and Jay White, even Schmier, that woman, Machine got involved and attacked both men. I think they're leaving damage. I think Moxley knows that these two men are a threat to his championship, and Moxley does not want them near the championship. Moxley did that beating, that heavy duty beating on both men with his group mate, Pat, Cesaro, Willa Yuta, that woman. They're going to be attacking folks over and over again until they need to get what they need. But at the end, Cesaro won his match over Ricochet tonight. Cesaro putting down Ricochet in the point system. Ricochet still in the match. It's still a round robin match, but Ricochet lost tonight. Ricochet might have to get himself back into contention. Cesaro won tonight over Ricochet and doing so decisively. Well, Mika used to be friends with women's champion Mariah May, but women's champion Mariah May turned her back on Mika. Mika should saw her coming, and Renee Young left after Mika got attacked by Mariah May, leaving Mika out. These two women will meet at 2 weeks on Winners of Coming episode for the women's title. And we'll see that Mika and she defeat Mariah May when they once were best friends. This is a match that everyone wants to see, and thinking to themselves like, man, what's really going on? Well, we'll see how this is going to go. But can Mika become the women's world champion after being attacked blindsidedly from behind by Mariah May? Mariah May sending that message that she did tonight. Also, too, we get to this. Darby Allin was in action against Brody King. But Brody King and Darby Allin were in the middle of it until the Death Riders came out of nowhere and attacked big Darby Allin. Darby Allin, we don't know what's going on. This team AEW nonsense is just, we don't know what the House of Black got to do with this and how this is going to affect all groups heading forward. Here there right now. Even to the point right here, I forgot Jamie Hayter was in action against Queen Alanama. Jamie Hayter punching her ticket into the Women's International Cup for Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty. You see right here coming up, Jamie Hayter and Queen Alanama, Serena D, Will Nightingale. They're going to represent AEW in the Wrestle Dynasty International Cup. Who's going to represent AEW? We'll see how that's going to go. But that's the card right there telling you what's going to go down and how it is going down. So we'll see how this is going to play out. But how all this came around tonight. All right. That is the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this. The Hardy Boys that once were AEW and once were considered to be AEW Tag Team Champions. They've been Tag Team Champions all over the world, all over different promotions. The Hardy Boys re-signed with AEW. The Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, signed with TNA. So they're going to keep, we thought the Hardy Boys, they were free agents. Our boys are the tag team champions. I'm surprised WWE ain't picked them up and put them in the Hall of Fame. And I'm surprised AEW ain't picked them up. I think who knows what's going on with the Hardy Boys. They collateral damage, who knows? But hey, speaking of AEW had to reschedule AEW Grand Slam as they thought they was going to fill in the 70,000 arena stadium. They're not like WWE. AEW gonna have to work on it, but they're gonna downsize to an arena in Australia. So AEW downsize to arena. So hey, that tells you. Well, speaking of that, John Cena, the WWE Hall of Famer, who knows? John Cena saying that 2025 will be his last. It's gonna be his retirement tour. Who knows what this is gonna lead for John Cena? John Cena saying that he will compete in the Elimination Chamber. The historic Elimination Chamber match. Who can forget Survivor Series? I remember Survivor Series 2002 when the Elimination Chamber debuted, when Triple H defending the World Championship and lost the World Championship to Shawn Michaels. That was the Cinderella story that you couldn't recreate right there. But it did. Uh, John Cena saying that he's going to compete in the Elimination Chamber and it's going to happen in March 1st. We know that the Royal Rumble will be in Indianapolis. They'll be Cena's last Royal Rumble. And John's full time. We don't know how he's going to go forward. But John Cena, I know this is going to be his last year. He's going to want to go out with a bang. And who knows? He wanted to capture his 17th World Championship. Who knows with John Cena? John Cena's been a living legend. Cena has been done that for some time. All right. That's gonna do it for the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We're gonna leave you with a lot of chaos going on between the Death Riders and the team AEW. What's going on? Who knows? We will just have to wait and see and how this is gonna all play out. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. We wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful this year. The end of the year is coming. Some people are kind of having anxiety issues, things like that. Just know that there is hope along the way. Happiness is home. And I just want you to remember that because some people are, you never know what people are going through. You just don't know. Hopefully, they'll find that hope, find that joy, find that happiness within them to make it another day. And don't worry too much about what's going about everything. It's just noise. And hopefully, we here at the Pro Wrestling Show on Connect TV. Hopefully, we give you that entertainment to kind of indulge in and not worry about everything because everything's gonna be okay. Thank you all for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you this Friday for the Black Friday special edition of Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long and see you later.